Hello everyone, this is Jinju at kimchimarie.com. Today I'll show you how to make sujebi, Korean hand pull noodle soup or Korean torn noodle soup. It's basically a dough that's made and stretched out and cooked, kind of like kalguksu. But as you can see, these are more like just very thin slices of dough than noodles. So there we go. It's one of the most comforting dishes that just brings me back to my childhood, on a Sunday lunchtime. So anyway, here, let's start the dough. So we will add some 2 cups of flour, a teaspoon of sea salt, and then we're going to add about 160 milliliter of water. And then we will first mix it to kind of make lumps, and then you're just going to have to get your hand dirty. Make the dough. We're going to knead the dough. You could use a stand mixer to make the dough, but it doesn't take a lot of kneading, just enough so that the dough becomes sort of cohesive, uniform, and nice and stretchy, right? But it will remain sticky for a while. So that's why I, had some extra flour in there. But yeah, see how nice and stretchy that was? So we're going to wrap that in a plastic wrap, and then we'll let that rest for about 15 to 30 minutes. And then while the dough is resting, we're going to make the broth. So we're going to add some dried large anchovies. They're for broth making. So make sure you buy some big ones, but you can also use medium-sized ones. Small ones I would not recommend. Okay, so to a pot of hot water, regular water to start, 6 cups of water, a piece of big dried kelp dasima, and a big handful of the dried anchovies, myeolchi. And then we're going to let that simmer uncovered for about 30 minutes. So while that broth is simmering, we're going to cut some veggies. So let's cut some aehobak, zucchini. We'll cut them not too thin because we don't want it to get too mushy, and we're going to be cooking it for a while. And then also some potatoes. Potatoes are optional. If you love potatoes, definitely add. They're also called kamja sujebi then, because kamja is potato in Korean. Also slice some onions and some red chili pepper. This is optional also, but I do it for color and also to add a little bit of spiciness to the noodle soup. Okay, and then we're going to cut about 2-3 green onions or scallions. We're going to chop them, as you see here. Okay, and then we're going to now go back to the broth. It's been about 30 minutes now. We're going to remove the anchovies and the kelp, and then we're going to season it with some Gukmul Korean soup soy sauce. You can check out my blog for more information on that. Also some sea salt. Okay, about a teaspoon sea salt and about a teaspoon of Gukmul. If you're going to use the spicy Yangnyeomjang, the spicy sauce, then do that. You may want to add a little more salt or soup soy sauce if you're not going to use the Yangnyeomjang. So anyway, here I already showed you a little bit how sujebi is done, but yeah, basically you want to get a bowl of water and then wet your fingers and tear off a little dough from that big dough ball. And it's actually easier if you tear it off first and then just keep continuing to stretch the dough as much as you can. The thinner you make it, I feel like it's more delicious. If you make it too thick, then it's going to be kind of heavy to eat. So there we go. Here's another close-up. where we're going to wet your fingers and just keep stretching and stretching, and then you plop them into the broth just like that. Then when you're all done, you want to add some zucchinis, some chopped garlic, and then continue cooking for a few more minutes until all the sujebi pieces rise to the top, which means they're cooked. And then all that's left is we want to ladle them into a bowl, and then top it. I mean, oh my God, it's so delicious looking, right? We're going to top it with some fresh chopped green onions, and then also some pieces of chili. There we go. And then you can just enjoy it like that, maybe a dash of black pepper, or if you top it with some Yangnyeomjang here, and you can even add more, then you get that extra kind of spicy kick, which is just amazing. It's the perfect, simple, easy, kind of enjoyable noodle dish to make on a cold, rainy day. It's a perfect soup for winter. Okay, so enjoy, everyone. The full recipe is on my blog at kimchimari.com. I mean, the recipe will be here too, but the written recipe is on my blog. And if you actually serve it in a tukbegi, like a stone pot like this one, it's called 항아리 sujebi. And I think it's extra special because it keeps hot longer. And then in which case you might serve with a little side bowl so that you can kind of cool it as you eat. Otherwise, it may be way too hot to eat. So anyway, enjoy. Thank you for watching. Talk to you next time. Bye. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe. Thank you. Bye.